East versus West 4, 6th of August, 8 p.m. Turkish time. $15 pay-per-view on coresports.tv. Link will be in the description. 16 super matches, 16 predictions in less than 16 minutes. Let's go. First match that we have is between Raymond Lepinch from Latvia versus Ryan Blue Bowen from Australia. I think they are very closely matched. Ryan is saying that this is a mismatch. Coach Ray is also confident about winning this match. Both of them are equal in the polls as well. But I do believe that this match has the potential to be the match of the night. I think all of the rounds are going to be at least 20-30 seconds. Every single round is going to be a grinder. In a hook, they can be closely matched, or maybe there is a possibility that Ray is slightly stronger, but in a top roll Ryan should be stronger, and even in a hook I believe Ryan can get that stop very near to the pin pad. Ryan believes he's really fast. I don't think he's going to be faster than Coach Ray. Both like to make a comeback. Let's see who makes a comeback. My prediction will be 3-2 Ryan Bowen. It was 3-1 earlier, but I am having more and more confidence in Coach Ray as the time passes by. 3-2 Ryan Blue Bowen. Next match is between Derek Smith and Rivas Lutidze, USA versus Georgia. I believe this is going to be a mismatch. Derek Smith in his last outing lost to Artem Morozov, and Rivas Lutidze defeated monster Michael Todd. I believe Rivas is a level above Derek Smith. Derek has himself said that he cannot beat Michael Todd. Not right now. He needs more training, more years. And I know styles make matches, but Rivas did beat Michael Todd. All of them are kind of top rollers. I am going with a easy 3-0 victory for Rivas Lutidze. Next up we have Corey Miller from USA versus Daniel Prokopchuk from Moldova. This is going to be a great match. Some people are saying this is going to be a mismatch. I also believe so, but in the later rounds. First round, I think Corey the Flash Miller is fast enough to get a pin over Daniel Prokopchuk, but I believe after that Corey's hit will start getting stopped somewhere here, and then slowly in the next few rounds it is going to be easier and easier for Daniel Prokopchuk, and I believe that this is going to be a 3-1 victory for Daniel in this match. Daniel has proven much more. He has won WAF championship. He's a world champion. So I believe experience is also going to count. I'm not sure if Cody has traveled enough out of USA and competed with the level of guys that Daniel Prokopchuk is at. And Corey Miller is going to be heavier in this match, at least 5-6 kilos heavier than Daniel, which I believe is necessary to balance this match. Still, I believe 3-1 victory for Daniel Prokopchuk. Next match, we have Chancha versus Zurub Tavbridze. This is going to be another grinder, really close match. Chancha from USA and Zurub Tavbridze, Georgia. I believe Chancha is going to be the stronger man in this match. I genuinely believe that Chance is going to be stronger, but I still think that Zurub is going to win this match. Why do I think so? The reason is Chancha's endurance. I believe in the first round, or maybe in the second round, Chancha will be strong enough to just blast Zurub sideways with a top roll. He will take his wrist for sure. I think I can guarantee that. But after that, again, same as Prokopchuk versus Corey Miller, the match will start getting stopped here. Maybe in the second round, Chancha will need that second surge to finish the match. Maybe he can finish it, but if it stops once, then in the next round, it is completely over. So I think 3-1 or 3-2, I am going to have the margin of safety here. I'm going to say 3-2 victory for Zurub Tavbridze. Let's see what is the next match that we have. Next match is Lachlan Adair versus Sandres Sedis. Australia versus Latvia. Both of them are over 110 kilos. Lachlan is in that range, but Sandres has been getting really massive lately, 120 kilos. So there is a 10 kg weight difference. I know it. Sandres is now in a super heavyweight category. He's no longer in that 110 category, which I believe should have been the weight cap for this match, but unfortunately it isn't. Sandres is a much more experienced arm wrestler compared to Lachlan Adair. Sandres has won Zloty, Sandres has won Europeans, Sandres has placed on the podium on Worlds. Now people are saying that those three fields were not as high as it used to be, but still you cannot take away from Sandres' performances. And Lachlan Adair has not traveled much out of Australia. He went and lost to Todd Hutchings, then he defeated Austin Jaggers right-handed. So he is a good level arm wrestler. He is on the rise. If this match gets in a hook, I think it is completely over. Lachlan should win this comfortably, but I do not believe that Sandres is going to let him get in a hook. So I believe it will be a 3-0 top roll victory. Maybe if Sandres tries to feed some rope to Lachlan, to see in the last round if he can still win in a hook or not. Then maybe Lachlan gets around, but I don't think Andres is going to do that. It is not arm wars. In arm wars situation, he likes to give a little bit rope to his opponents, but I think it will be a clean sweep 3-0 this time. So let's move on to the next match. This next match is going to be between Turkey versus Kazakhstan. So this is East versus West, not East versus East. This is East versus East, not East versus West. So Yusuf versus Yerdalat Sarabay. Yusuf from Turkey and Yerdalat from Kazakhstan. I believe Yusuf is going to win this match. He has already defeated Yerdalat in tournament setting. In WAF tournament, I think 65 kilos it was. Yusuf was first. He won a gold medal and Yerdalat was third. And Yerdalat Sarabay has also won a WAF gold medal on the left arm, not on the right arm. And I don't think much has changed since then. Yusuf is much bigger now. I am assuming that he's going to be the bigger man in this match, and definitely going to be a hook war. Engi Terzi told me that both of them like to go in a hook, but Yusuf was able to give a great fight to the 75 kg champion Oleg Cherkasov as well. So I believe Yusuf is going to be bigger, slightly bigger than Yerdalat, and he's going to win this match 3-0 comfortably. This is my prediction. So let's move on to the next match. Krasimir Kostadinov versus Irakli Zerakashvili. Another East versus West match. My bad again. East versus East match. And man, that is a difficult match to call. Irakli is getting smaller and smaller. There was a time during that East versus West 2 time when Irakli was 105 kilos, but right now he's only 95 kilos and Krasi is above 100 kilos. So after a long time, Krasi is going against someone who weighs less than him, who is less experienced than him also. So man, really difficult for me to call. This is one of the hardest matches for me to predict. I think, has Krasi been top rolled at his own weight? I do not know about that. But Marcio beat Krasi, Irakli beat Marcio. There is some math to do, but it is really difficult, man. I don't know how to predict this match. Irakli was able to take Todd's hand as well slightly, then Todd pressed through him. I'm not sure if Krasi can do that. I'm gonna go with 3-1 Irakli, but I hope I'm wrong on this one. Maybe Krasi can pull it off. I have absolutely no idea. I'm just going with the popular opinion in this one. 3-1 Irakli Zerakashvili. I'm not sure if I'm able to finish in 16 minutes or not. So next match is Dave Chaffee versus Artem Morozov. Big super match. Artem is only 24 years old. He's bigger than Dave Chaffee. He's taller than him. His biceps are bigger than him. Forearms are bigger than him. And he may be faster than him as well. But I do not think he can beat Dave Chaffee. A 24-year-old guy, I do not believe can beat Dave Chaffee. If he beats Dave Chaffee, then we should straight away throw him at Levan in 2-3 years. And then maybe he'll be able to beat Levan as well. I do not believe a 24-year-old guy, no matter how experienced, how strong, how big he is, can beat Dave Chaffee. So I think Dave is going to top roll him 3 times straight to the pad, unless Morozov has different tricks up in his sleeve and is able to tire Dave Chaffee out like Genadi did. I am going with Dave Chaffee 3-0 with a comfortable victory. Same thumbnail once again. I've got 2 thumbnails for you guys. The next match is going to be between Brazil versus Lithuania. Gabriela Vasconcelos versus Egle Vaitkute. This is another East versus West super match. Brazil is in the West. So how do I see this match going? Right-handed super match. I believe, first, is it right or left? First, it is left-handed super match. So Gabriela has got only 1 pin over Egle. And out of all the matches I've watched of Egle, and first of all, I think she was at least 9 years ago, a badass police officer, Egle, and she's at least 5'10", 5'11", really tall lady. But this time it is the first time that Gabby is going to be the larger woman in this match. I think Gabby is weighing over 90 kilos. Ryan Bowen told us that she's weighing 95 kilos and Egle is only weighing 84 kilos. I think this is the first time Gabby has been bigger than Egle. So how do I see this match going? As I was saying, Gabby has never defeated Egle. She got 1 pin over him left-handed, but then Egle came back and defeated her twice in Zloty. I usually do not go against history. I've seen Egle in matches and she just doesn't care. Either she loses her wrist really easily or she doesn't care. She just goes sideways, loses her wrist, but still presses through her opponents. Very easy. And I believe Gabriela, as strong as she is inside a hook, I believe she's going to have to top roll in this match. And top rolling against someone who is nearly a foot taller than you and has a great hand and wrist, long forearm, big structured bones. Man, it is a difficult day for Gabby, I believe. Gabby is the favorite of everyone, but I think Egle is going to win this match based on endurance and top roll. I'm going to go with Egle in this match, 3 pins to 1. And let's now talk about the right-handed matches. Gabby has never pinned Egle on the right arm as well. Never defeated her on the right arm. So even in this match, I'm going to go with. But Gabby has been competing more recently on her right arm. She has had a few super matches, and I believe Gabby should be strong enough in the first round to just blast sideways and pin her. And Gabby is even bigger now, so she must have lost even more endurance. We saw her struggling against Sarah in the fourth round because of her endurance. So since now she's even bigger, I'm going to say endurance is going to be a problem for her, and I'm going to go with 3-2 Agle in this match as well. So next match that we have is Bojidar versus David Samucia, another East versus East match. Bulgaria versus Georgia. That is another grinder. Please have your popcorns out for this match. This is going to be a long war. There is absolutely no way that this can end quickly. And many people are going with Bojidar. I'm seeing David Samucia as a slight favorite, not a huge favorite, slight favorite. Bojidar is weighing around 84-85 kilos. I think both of them are around that same range. Man, really difficult. I would not be surprised at all if either guy wins. This is another mere guess, non-educated guess from me. I'm going to go with David Samucia 3-1 against Bojidar. And Oleg Zok, he's been climbing and climbing once again to the top in his comeback versus David Dadikian. East versus West, East versus East once again. Oleg is from Ukraine. David is from, where is David Dadikian from? Georgia? No. David Dadikian from, no, not Georgia. How can I forget? Armenian. He's an Armenian. Yeah, I recognize that flag. So I believe that David Dadikian is going to win this match. I've seen him spar really well against Denis Saplenkov. I know Denis is not in his peak form, but earlier I used to think that Denis is beating him, and people were telling me no, David is just feeding rope to Denis out of respect. And yes, it was the truth when I analyzed those matches. He's really good against Denis right now, and he defeated the Siberian Bear Dmitry Salayev left-handed as well, very convincingly. And I think this match is going to go somewhat like the Devon versus Oleg 2013 super match, where David Dadikian may not have hand control, but he'll just push sideways, and after a few rounds, he may also get a slight cup and should be able to win this match. I am going to go with David Dadikian 3-0 in this match. David is around 102 kilos. I think 102 is the weight cap for this match. And Oleg is going to be 86-87 kilos for this match. Next match we have is Artem Morozov versus Kody Merritt, USA versus Kazakhstan. And going to be an amazing match. Really close. I'm not sure where to go on this. And Kody Merritt is no joke. He cannot be beaten easily like Artem Morozov is used to of beating other guys very easily. Not going to happen in this match. He defeated Arif Artem in 2019 WAF super heavyweight category, and I think it is going to be a great match. Kody side pressure versus Artem Morozov's speed. I think I'm going to go with 3-2 with Artem Morozov. I think Artem is going to be fast enough, is going to be strong enough to beat Kody Merritt. Next up we have Todd Hutchings versus EVGENY PRUDNIK, USA versus Ukraine, East versus West, or West versus East as I should call it in this photo. I think this is a mismatch. This can be a mismatch. PRUDNIK can make it a mismatch, and I'm sure PRUDNIK is not there to play games. He's going to just top roll Todzilla and blast him sideways. Unlike Irakli, who goes back and then goes sideways, which is a horrible decision against Todd Hutchings. I think PRUDNIK is going to just top roll and go sideways and beat Todzilla very easily. I think I'm quite sure about this. This is going to be a mismatch. I know how strong Todzilla is, but still I'm going to say for the third time, this is going to be a mismatch. So why is it a mismatch? I think if Zoloev can top roll Todd Hutchings and beat him while weighing 90 kilos, why cannot a 110 kg PRUDNIK, the weight cap is 107 for this, why can't a 110 kg PRUDNIK do that? I am having difficulties to find the answer. And PRUDNIK also doesn't lose in a hook. Even if this match goes in a hook outside of straps and PRUDNIK finds himself in trouble, then I think he can roll out and beat Todzilla. But Todzilla has not been put in this defensive hook position. He's always offensive with his hook. If PRUDNIK is fast enough to put him in defensive hook, I think PRUDNIK will beat him in a hook as well. I think it is going to be very fast. 3-0 EVGENY PRUDNIK. So same core sports poster for you. Genadi KVIKVINIA versus Jerry Cadorrette. East versus West. USA versus Georgia this time. Jerry is a great arm wrestler, has beaten Michael Todd, has gotten pins over Devon Larratt. Not many people can do that. Genadi KVIKVINIA is making a great comeback. He defeated Monster Michael Todd. Then he beat Dave Chaffee. Those two guys are someone who already has many wins over Genadi KVIKVINIA. And I think Genadi's experience, his activity, and Jerry's inactivity in last 2-3 years is going to be the factor in this match. Genadi is strong enough to meet Jerry in a hook as well. I think he can knock him off center. But first round, I think I'm quite sure, 100% sure, Genadi is going for the top roll. They're going for the slip, and he maybe inside the straps as well. If Genadi ends up in this position in Jerry's power like this, that match is going to last for a very long time. And next round, Genadi may have to go for the hook. I am going with Genadi 3 pins to 1, leaving the room for a quick surprise press from Jerry. So the next match is John Brzenk versus Kydyrgali Ongarbayev. The final match, the main event, GOAT versus the Asian champion. So Kazakhstan versus USA, East versus West this time. That is a great match. I think it is really close. Apart from that Devon Laird match, this could be John's hardest match. Maybe equally hard as the Corey West versus John Brzenk super match. So I do believe this match has the potential to be another match of the night. First of all, I believe David Samucia versus Bojidar. That can be match of the night. This one can be match of the night. Ryan Bowen versus Coach Ray. Look out for these 3 matches. They are not going to end quickly. All of them, I believe, can be match of the nights. I am done with the predicting against the GOAT John Brzenk. This time I'm predicting John to win 3 pins to 2. Why? I'll tell you. Because first of all, the main reason is Kydyrgali Ongarbayev's shoulder surgery. This match is going to end like, probably going to end like in a top roll versus top roll. Pronation intact but wrist lost position, and in that position, if you have had shoulder surgery 6 months ago, it is going to be really difficult to apply side pressure. Kydyrgali is making comeback. He lost to Valery Baranov a few months ago, but then about a month ago he came back and defeated him. So it shows that his progression is really fast. But still, is it going to be enough to beat John? John was the underdog against everyone in 2019 top 8 95 kg, but he has made a comeback in last 1.5 years, and now he's the favorite against everyone. I am also going to go with John 3 pins to 2 in this match. I won't be surprised one bit if Kydyrgali Ongarbayev beats John Brzenk. This was my prediction. Link to the pay-per-view again in the description. Thank you, and bye-bye. Subscribe.